Lobsters from Maine.
So we've got live lobsters. Woo!
Beautiful crustacean. This
Look at
guy
this
was
one.
trying to get away actually out there, but let's use this guy right now. So hard shell right now. And
How do you pick the freshest lobster when you?
well, in Maine it's
Or at the
easy
store.
because they're sitting in the lobsters tanks. They're fed by fresh seawater, so salt water, oxygen, all that. Most of the time, you need to know. You need to look. Well, is it moving? First of all,
Okay.
it's usually one good sign.
You want one that's dancing in the tank.
Yeah, and of course you want to buy it from a market that supplies a lot of lobster. If you know a wholesaler or the freshest fish market in town, that's what I would recommend.
Okay.
For this method, we're gonna boil the lobsters. A lot of people steam them, but generally at home, boiling is the way to go. You need a big pot of water coming
Which we
to
have
a rolling
right
boil.
there.
Right here, and I haven't put the salt yet, but you want to season enough so that it tastes.
Look at that.
It tastes like
Salt
seawater,
water. Yes.
almost like cooking pasta. The Italians always say that too. So don't.
So you're basically putting the lobster back in the ocean.
You
cook it.
are, yeah. Well, over there, the lobster barns and all that will just collect the water from the ocean to boil our lobsters.
Oh, even
So
better.
it's a beautiful thing, yeah. So don't be bashful on the salt. From the moment they go in, this is 1.25 pounds actually, so it's something I need to mention. Generally at home, we recommend 7 minutes for the first pound and 3 minutes for each additional pounds.
Okay.
1.25 pounds. But in this recipe, we're par cooking, par boiling, because we're going to finish the cooking in the oven later. So let's put a couple of guys in there. And this is the most humane way of doing it.
That heat doesn't even bother your fingers. It's pretty amazing. So you can just cram them all in there, and
Cram
as long
them
as
all.
they're covered.
Yeah, I
good to
probably
go.
wouldn't try to cram anymore. That's
Okay.
enough. Put the lid back on. Make sure that's always on high. From the moment they go in, I count to 5 minutes.
Okay.
If we had a softer shell, because these molt, that's how they grow. They form their shell from inside, and when they're ready to molt, they'll tuck themselves away in a little cavern, a little crevasse, and the old shell will go out. So occasionally you will fish some soft shells. I would recommend to leave them in for the 3 to 4 minutes, a couple minutes less, obviously.
For a softer lobster.
For a softer lobster.
Okay.